Hello ladies and gentlemen, this video will be for you for year 2025, analysis of your ascendant from sidereal and also from tropical modern astrology perspective. So for example, if you would have ascendant sidereal ascendant Aries, your tropical ascendant will be Taurus. If you don't know at what time you were born, then you apply the moon sign. So it would be moon in Aries. Sidereal astrology would correspond to moon in Taurus, tropical modern astrology. So this will be how I will be looking at the 12 ascendants. Also, why we look at the ascendants? Because this, according to the ancients, very ancient tradition, the Ascendant is the house of life. This is more important even than the lunar sign or than the solar sign. So we derive the horoscope first from your rising sign, from your ascendant. So this is how I will be looking at your ascendant and your future year 2025. And of course, what I will do is I will be looking at the most important transits. They are so very important for year 2025. And of course, we'll be looking at the eclipses. They are also very, very important because in year 2025, the lunar nodes change positions and also with themselves, they take the eclipses. Also, we're looking at a major conjunction of trans-Saturn planets and so on. So this will be a general analysis of your future for 2025. If you want to have very specific, very detailed reading with me, which will include primary directions, which will include the method of Time Lords techniques, which will include progressed horoscopes and solar revolution, then you may like to book a personal reading with me. And for year 2025, you can find a reading with a discount, which is valid for the month of December and also January. So if you want to have discounted reading, detailed analysis of your future and of your natal horoscope, you may book such reading with me. So let's hear now your ascendant, description of your ascendant and the future of 2025 for you. Hello ladies and gentlemen, with sidereal ascendant Cancer or moon in Cancer, or if you're following the modern tropical astrology, this will be Leo. In this video, we'll be looking at the most important transits for you for year 2025. We'll be looking also at the eclipses and what they will mean for you in the coming year. Of course, in this video, we cannot look at primary directions and progressed horoscopes because this can only be seen in your personal horoscope. But we still can have quite useful information, I believe, for the year to come for you. So again, I repeat, sidereal ascendant Cancer or moon in Cancer, or from the modern tropical astrology point of view, this will be Leo. Very, very interesting will be the year for you. Where to start from? I will start actually from the month of March, because in March we have the beginning of the lunar year in the Babylonian calendar or in the Jewish calendar too. This is the 1st of Nisan. This is the moment when, after the sun enters the point of the equinox, the moon appears for the first time. I don't specify the equinox autumn or a spring equinox, because for the northern hemisphere this is spring, for the south this is autumn, but in any case this is the very, very important tropical point, which is called the point of the equinox. So The sun is entering the point of the equinox and the moon appears for the first time somewhere, and this is the most important placement for the coming year. So on the 30th of March, the moon appears for the first time on your 10th house. This is Aries. Very important emphasis on the Aries, on the Martial energy. Important emphasis on the 10th house, which is your career place. This is the place of your occupation, highest goals, your desires to reach something, in this lifetime. So that is the emphasis, and with this we need really to follow closely the movement of Mars. This year the year will be very martial also for each one of us, actually. So also what is happening is very important, because Mars is having interesting transits. On first of all, he will be in January, he will be on your ascendant, his detriment in Cancer, and he's moving back and forth. I will tell you the moments when he's entering also Gemini, but he's leaving Cancer actually on 8th of June. Very long stay of Mars in Cancer on your ascendant. And I believe I would advise you to understand the energy of Mars and try to benefit from this energy, because Mars can give you very good drive to be maybe sportive, to be very motivated, to energetic, to live, to fulfill your plans and goals. Mars in Cancer actually can be a drive to spirituality, to spiritual practices. If not, if we don't stick to the high energy and vibrations of Mars, he can be a little bit annoying. He can make you feel a bit discomfortable. He can make you feel a little bit annoyed, maybe is the right thing, or to be even nervous, not in harmony. You will not really be enjoying the presence of Mars on your ascendant if you do not benefit from otherwise his possible spiritual energies in Cancer, because Cancer is a very, very very delicate, very spiritual, very intuitive place. So Mars can be drive to enhance your intuition, to do spiritual practices, to connect with nature. So this is the good vibration of Mars. So let me tell you approximately what Mars will be doing. So in January he is in Cancer. On 7th to 16th of January, the retrograde Mars is in a phase called the chronicle rise. This is a phase which is not very harmonious. So if you will be negotiating or traveling, be a little bit more careful. If you will be traveling, make sure that you prepare well, that you make good protection prayers. If you have to negotiate, also make sure you stay away from conflicting situations and so. Then on 17th of January, Mars is entering Gemini, your 12th house. So first on your ascendant, then on your 12th house. Be a little bit more responsible for your health, diplomatic. Try, to be careful, intuitive, because Mars in Gemini can indicate some hidden enemies and so. On 24th of February, he turns direct, still in Gemini. And on 7th of April, he enters again your ascendant Cancer, to be there until 8th of June. This is quite some time. Again, direct, he's less afflictive, but still time of attention. While he will be on your ascendant, you may need to be also quite diplomatic, intuitive, careful with your partner, because he can bring these harmonious energies also in your romantic life, also in all types of partnerships. So the whole month of January, then until in 17th of January he's entering Gemini. Then you see on 17th of April he's again on your ascendant until 8th of June. So it's time to be a little bit, a little bit more diplomatic. When he will be on 8th of June in Leo, he will be sextiled, trined by Venus, and this is actually good for you because this is more harmonious energies also for your career, for your finances, and so. But we went too far. We're already in June, and I didn't tell you yet about some other important moves of planets, and one of them is on 6th of April, Saturn, who now is in Aquarius, is moving out of Aquarius where he was 3 years, and he's entering Pisces to stay there 3 years. So we have on 6th of April, Saturn enters Pisces. When he enters Pisces, he will be invisible. So you may not immediately feel the presence of Saturn in Pisces because he will be invisible. But on 30th of April, he becomes visible. And not only that, he will be forming big stellium. Saturn, Venus, Neptune, Mercury, 4 planets will be at that time in Pisces. Even Rahu will be there. Big deal is this. Big deal. 4 planets on your 9th house. This can indicate important change related to study, even career. This can have influence on your career, on studies, future plans to study, future plans for new philosophies, new study, new communication, even new travel. Important long distance travel with plans and stuff, because after this conjunction, especially after 30th of April, when Saturn will become visible, you may really experience these changes, and they can very, very possibly be related to education, new philosophy studies, which I already mentioned. Then another very, very important thing on 12th of July is the very, very world important conjunction between the 2 stationary planets, Saturn and Neptune. This conjunction is happening on the 7 degrees of Pisces, which is your 9th house. So this is further enhancing the changes to your education, graduation, new studies, and so. And I tell you, this is so important because I researched this, and I will make only separate video on this. This particular conjunction in history brought changes of whole systems and even revolutions. Changes of systems. So this is happening on 12th of July. So July will be a very, very, very interesting month. Also on the 14th of July, Jupiter becomes visible for the first time, but this will be on your 12th house. This will support your health. Jupiter is not very, very powerful in Gemini because there he is fallen, but still this is first appearance, like his beginning, new birth, beginning of a cycle. And this is 12th house. Health. Let's say you have specific health condition. Jupiter will bless you, will help you. He will already help you with his passage on the 19th of May into your 19th of May. Jupiter is changing placements. He's leaving Taurus to enter your 12th house, Gemini, to stay there 1 year. This is actually good for you because in terms of health, or in terms of the winning over hidden enemies, let's say, solving disputes and other disharmonious relationships with people. So this can be benevolent. So, yes, on 6th of June, Jupiter becomes invisible, to become visible again on after 1 month, on 14th of July. So, you may miss his blessing during this short period, but you can always connect with the Jupiterian energy. And so this is another very important situation of Jupiter, who will be 1 year uh, on your 12th house. Another very important thing, which I think is important also to mention, on 18th of June of this year, 2024, Uranus left your 10th house, the house of career, occupation, highest goals, and he entered your 11th house to stay there 7 years. 11th house, house of gains, house of social circle, house of connections, your friendship circle, and house of children. Uranus will be making changes there, and this is very much related to finances, of course. So he is already doing the change there, because he will stay 7 years there, and especially interesting he will be until the moment when Jupiter is leaving, and this is 19th of May. So this is in a very positive way, I believe, because of the presence of Jupiter there, influencing your finances. Once Jupiter leaves, you will be left alone to your 11th house will be left alone to Uranus, where he will really do the necessary changes. You may need to be, this could be also relationship with children on another level. You may need to be quite attentive, careful in the way you communicate with your children, because Uranus there is the lord of the new. He can be full of surprises. Uranus also is ruling your 8th house. 8th house is the house of the finances related to unexpected sources. This is the house of the occult, the secret knowledge. So also there you may experience changes. The changes will be quite having quite a lot financial ground. Saying this, also a few nice maybe details about the root of Venus. On 18th of April, Venus is entering sidereal Pisces, and she of course will not be left alone, because she by also already there will be the invisible Saturn, Neptune, and Mercury. This is very important conjunction, very important conjunction, especially in your horoscope related to 9th house. I already emphasized on this. It will be a lot about knowledge. Could be that with this you choose to make important for yourself travel, very important for your career, for your future. Also, on 1st of June, Venus is entering your 10th house. There she's not that powerful, but still she will be helpful for your career or occupation or your choices related to both. On 30 June, she will be on your 11th house, powerful in Taurus, more powerful, of course, she'll be in Taurus. I think that she will not be really afflicted. There she will be actually conjoining Uranus, and she will bless new financial ideas, social circle, new connections, new friendships, new also your communication with children. This will be good for your children, because in Taurus, needless to say, Venus is very powerful. She in the meantime will make sextile, will have sextile from Saturn and Neptune. So very fruitful in terms of spiritual work, new connections, and so on. And she will be from 27th of July to 3rd of November in your 12th house to support your health, to support your mission, to help you win over secret enemies. And on 3 November, she is on your 4th house to support home, mother, parents, and this is until 27th of November. Venus will be in Libra, powerful. She can give good energy to your romantic life, relationships, also to you and the way you feel, your well-being. Now a few words about the lunar nodes. On 30th of April, the lunar nodes change location. They transit backwards from Pisces, Virgo. They enter the axis of Aquarius, Leo. So Rahu, the head of the dragon, will be in Aquarius, and Ketu, the tail of the dragon, will be in Leo. Basically, wherever the lunar nodes go, they open portals for change, and also they bring with themselves the eclipses. So in the year 2024, we have 4. There is also 5th eclipse, but we have arguments whether there is a 5th eclipse or not. But the eclipses of the year 2024, all of them took place on the axis of Virgo, Pisces, because Rahu, the head of the dragon, was in Pisces, and Ketu, the tail of the dragon, was in Virgo. This year, 2 eclipses will take place, 2 solar and lunar will take place in on the axis of Virgo, Pisces, and 2 solar and lunar will take place on the axis of Aquarius, Leo. Now with you, could be, this we don't know, we have to see in your personal chart, but very often people have axis of midheaven and lower meridian taking place also through the 9th and 3rd houses. And again, we have eclipses taking place on this axis. And this year, the coming 2025, we have 2 total solar eclipses and 2 partial lunar eclipses. The solar are very important too, the lunar also, but the solar have to do with the energy of the sun, the rank we want to achieve, the sun which is ruling your 2nd house, very important about the finances. So the axis of 2nd, 8th house for you is related to finances, to family roots, to the esoteric knowledge, to the hidden truth, to this is the 8th house is the house of Scorpio. There we have lots of secret knowledge, transformational knowledge. This is the house which is bringing the major changes in our lives. So 2 eclipses on house of knowledge, communication, travel, and 2 eclipses on the axis which involves very much finances. So on 15th of March, lunar, 29 March, solar, 7th September, lunar, 21st September, total solar eclipse. Both eclipses, like I said, involve the 2 axes, knowledge, communication, travel, philosophies, and then money from unexpected sources, hidden knowledge, occultism, and so. So these are the areas which, by the influence of the eclipses, become very important for you. Important portals for change. None of this is bad. If it is happening on the sky, it is important. It is meant to happen on Earth, and it is meant to be benevolent for our karmas. So this is very important. Eclipses, because like I mentioned, this could be axis of midheaven, lower meridian, you may need to be quite a little bit more careful around the timings of the eclipses, usually minimum 7 days before eclipse or 7 days after. Be careful how you travel, how you communicate, how you how you decisions, financial decisions which you make. Be a little bit careful. Wait until the energy of the eclipse is gone. Wait at least minimum 7 days after the eclipse, and then make your decisions, and then make your travel or negotiations or surgeries, because Eclipses always bring changes. They are portals for change, and we need to wait to see what the new energies will mean. And when you ease your mind, when you quiet your mind, you will feel, you will sense immediately where the new energies are heading, what are the changes that are taking place for you. So this is about people who have ascendant Cancer. Of course, if you like us to see in detail the primary directions, the time cycles, progressions, and so, you may like to book private reading with me. So I wish you great 2025. Be fearless, be very connected with nature, be spiritual, be connected with God, and everything will go very, very harmoniously. All the best to you. Bye bye.